Welcome back to Go Winnipeg. Now we're going to talk about medicating and helping those living with Lyme disease. I have with me right now Dr. Jason Bachewich, and he is a naturopathic family doctor. And, well, Jason, we can fondly call you as Dr. Lyme.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, no, but all right, let's get right into it. Treatments. We heard the story of Jan, and we will shortly, at the end of the show, meet 12-year-old Brooke, both ladies living with Lyme disease, and we are finding that their stories are both the same and both really, really sad.
Yeah, both of those ladies have been misdiagnosed or had a missed diagnosis of Lyme disease, and part of that is because Manitoba Health doesn't have adequate testing for this type of a chronic Lyme infection. And so a lot of times they're sent away from their family doctors and the specialists saying, we're not really sure what's wrong with you, we just know that something's not right. And so this is one of the things that we're hoping to raise awareness in Manitoba, because this is an endemic area and the ticks are spreading quite quickly across the prairies, and so is the disease. So we have to be on top of it.
Jason, so what is the process then, right now?
In terms of, well, you know, a lot of times with Lyme, the textbook kind of reaction is this bullseye lesion, right? You pull a tick off, it's stuck to you, you get the lesion. Okay, you know to go to the doctor. But we know now, it was presented a couple weekends ago in New York State when I went to a Lyme conference, that you don't even have to have the tick bite you, theoretically. It only has to be on you for about 10-15 minutes, so it doesn't even have to be embedded in you. The Lyme virus or bacteria, can also be spread by black fly bites. We've also seen that the larvae, or the very small ticks that are very, very hard to see, can also spread this bacteria in your bloodstream. So there's more kind of routes of exposure. So that's why a lot of times people will come in and they say, you know what, I have all the symptoms of Lyme, but I didn't have this bullseye lesion. And so the doctors often say, well, let's not go down that route. And I think we need to know that, you know, much like celiac disease is misdiagnosed a lot of times in the population, that the bullseye lesion probably only happens in maybe 5-10% of the patients, at least that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what can we do now, Jason?
You know what, the big thing is look at what the symptoms of Lyme disease are. You know, the head pressure, the fatigue, the unexplained joint issues, and also kind of get this idea out of your head that tick season is May and June now. You know, we had ticks crawling on us in October and November of last year, which means the chronic or the symptoms of disease could start up in December, January, or February. And so just being more aware that this disease can really affect you any time of the year. And if you've got these symptoms, get your doctor to try and test for it. If they're unwilling to test for it, then seek out someone else that might be able to do alternative testing, much like myself, that would send it out of province or out of country to get it tested by a lab that's better suited to detecting a chronic infection.
Wow, and again, you're probably seeing more and more cases, aren't you?
Oh, I mean, it is amazing the amount of people that are coming in my door with the same kind of symptoms over and over, but being given different diagnoses, right? Fibromyalgia, MS, weird neurological diseases that they're giving names to, and yet you test them for the disease, they test positive. I can't get a local doctor to give antibiotics, so we send them out of province, they get antibiotics, they start getting better. And so it's amazing how many more people are coming in with this. And part of it, I think, I mean, they're blaming it on global climate change as to why the vector, the bug is moving so well, but it's just something we have to be more aware of, and we have to spend more time, you know, doing tick checks when you come in from outside, and using appropriate, you know, tucking your pants into your socks and doing all the things you can to prevent it as much as possible.
Okay, well, thank you so much. Due diligence is definitely key. So don't go away. We're going to head into a pet profile, and when we return, it is sun protection for your skin.